order, and I ask that Councilor Duff lead us in prayer and pledge today.
Thank you, Governor. On this most holy of days, let us take a moment of prayer, silence, and remembrance for all the first responders, all the victims, all the pilots, stewards, and stewardesses who were on the planes when tragedy struck, the courage that they showed as many passengers did as well, and blessings to all their families as well for a most tragic incident that changed our country and our core for eternity. Let us never forget and hold them in our hearts. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilor Duff, for leading us in prayer today, acknowledging this day, September 11th, a day that we'll always remember and honor families affected here in the Commonwealth and around the country. We just had our commemoration ceremony in the House chamber, and as part of that event, we have the honor of selecting an individual who displays an act of heroism, doing something for someone else that saves their lives without regard to their own life. And the man that was selected, his name is Ross Dugan, actually from New Bedford. But on the morning that he came upon a vehicle that was inflamed, and inside the vehicle were 4 individuals, he, after finishing his work as a high voltage lineman, was traveling by this vehicle and stopped immediately. He didn't call for help. He was the help. He was the response. And he got out, witnessed that there were 4 individuals that couldn't get out, couldn't break the windows. So he was able to enter the vehicle, pull the 4 occupants out. He himself received burns as a result of that intervention, but he saved those 4 lives. And when you think about what happened 18 years ago, you can only think that we're so grateful to have individuals like that among us that who do that. And it certainly is an inspiration for all of us just to try to find a way to be kind to someone else, do something that makes our community, our neighborhood, other people's lives better. So thank you for acknowledging that, Councilor Duff. So our business today, I recognize Councilor Kennedy for a motion to record advice and consent for the financial warrant.
So moved, Governor.
Second. There is a second. We may have a roll call, so we can take a roll call.
Council Burr?
Yes.
Council Jubila?
No.
Council Dugan?
No.
Council Duff?
Yes.
Council Kennedy?
Yes.
Council Hurley?
Yes. I recognize Councilor Hurley for a motion to record advice and consent for the pending list of notaries public and justices of the peace.
So noted that one of them is back from Springfield, and I make that motion.
Second.
There is a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
I recognize Councilor Ferreira for a motion to record advice and consent for the appointment of Mayor Thomas C. Hoye Jr. as Bristol County Register of Probate.
So moved, Governor.
There's a motion. There's a second. Councilor Jennie.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. Today, the Governor's Council will be voting on the appointment of Mayor Thomas Hoye to the position of Register of Probate in the Bristol County Probate and Family Court. This appointment could have been made public 8 months ago, but it was kept secret. To recap, I asked Mayor Hoye when we met on Sunday before his hearing, when was he told he was chosen for Register of Probate? He told me in January 2019 by the Lieutenant Governor in Boston. I asked him if he had received follow-up calls to assure him of the appointment in the last 8 months.
I recorded
He said
it anyway.
yes. Contradicting this disclosure, in a quoted statement in the Taunton newspaper, Mayor Thomas Hoye stated that if questioned by a council member about the timing of his appointment by Governor Baker, that he would make it clear that he simply got the call and said yes to the offer. He stated to the press that his appointment as Register of Probate was not finalized until Friday, August 2nd, 2019, but that he and the governor waited until Monday to announce his appointment publicly. This August 5th date was a day before deadline for mayor nomination papers. Consider the following 10 facts. 1. The governor publicly appointed Mayor Hoye on August 5, 2019, day before deadline for candidates to submit their nomination papers for mayor. 2. Mayor Hoye, months ago, took out nomination papers for re-election for mayor, but did not file them. You only need 25 signatures for mayor. He said he was waiting for his intern to return. I don't know what that meant. 3. Why didn't the governor give a letter to the council announcing the appointment of Mayor Hoye to Register of Probate, which is the practice? 4. The governor sent a letter to Mayor Hoye on August 5, 2019, appointing him and advising him to be sworn in 90 days or it would not be valid. The governor did not mention in the letter to Mayor Hoye that he is required to go before the governor's council for confirmation. There was no CC to councils on the letter. 5. On August 5th, Mayor Hoye in the Taunton newspaper was quoted that he needed to be confirmed by the governor's council, and they were meeting August 21. I don't know what that meant. Mayor Hoye told me his District 1 governor's counselor told him that on August 21st, he was going to have the council vote for his confirmation by a roll call. So that means no hearing. 6. On August 21, at our regular weekly assembly, District 1 governor's counselor, without notice, stood up and attempted to get a roll call to confirm Mayor Hoye as a registrator of probate. Please note, over 50 years, the governor's council has held hearings for all nominees. The last administration was a hearing for the registrar of probate as well. 8. At his governor's council hearing, Mayor Hoye, by the way, that was, I spoke out, 2 others spoke out, and so we did not have a roll call. We roll call on justice of the peace and notaries, not nominees. 8. At his governor's council hearing, Mayor Hoye recanted that he was offered the register of probate position by the lieutenant governor in January. He said it takes a lot of consideration when asked. 9. Yet in the Taunton paper, he said that on August 5th, when asked if he wanted a position, he said yes, no hesitation. 10. He stated that he and the governor did not publicly announce it for 4 more days, a day before nomination papers for mayor were due. So who benefited and who lost? First, those who lost. The residents of Taunton were the losers. Abruptly and unexpected blindsided, they lost all faith in their mayor and an honest, open government. They believed Mayor Hoye on August 1st when he publicly declared he was running for re-election. Then on August 5th, he announced publicly that he is appointed Register of Probate. Mayor Hoye waited to make the announcement he was not running for re-election the day before nomination papers for mayor had to be filed. Who else lost? Maybe someone from Taunton who was out of town, who may have wanted to run for governor, but it was past the deadline, just 1 day notice. Who benefited? The mayor benefited by getting a registrar's job with a salary of $30,000 more than his mayor's job. And next year, he would run for a 6-year term. He is very well known and would have a year to get better known. Who benefited the most from this 8-month delay in making the appointment public? Representative Shauna O'Connell. On the same day, August 5th, when the governor publicly announced the appointment of Hoye to out and had them filed the same day. Same day, she made a robocall asking people's support for mayor. 2 days later, in Taunton Center, she was out with big political signs, Shauna O'Connell for mayor, people before politics. We all know you can't get professional signs in one day. Mayor Hoye's statement he was running for re-election for mayor on August 1st cleared the way for Shauna to run unopposed. This was quite a dance around election laws. At Mayor Hoye's hearing, letters of endorsement from the city departments and beyond his work as a mayor were distributed. District 1 councilor read every word of every letter. I remarked that as I was listening to all the letters of endorsement, I felt like I was hearing endorsements for his re-election to mayor. They were clearly endorsing his work as a mayor, but this is a register of probate position. Nothing was said about having experience in the court, legal knowledge, or knowledge of the workings of a court. I stated to Mayor Hoye that he was a good mayor, that I wished he was in my city when we had firefighters out of a contract 6 years. So in essence, the ends justify the means. But holding up the public announcement for 8 months, it was for Republican Representative Shauna O'Connell to get her papers filed in 1 day, on deadline, and go unopposed. But a funny thing happened on the way to City Hall. 3 other people submitted nomination papers the final day, and they will be on the ballot. You can't make up this stuff. What is most upsetting to me, Mayor Hoye did not tell the truth at his hearing about how he told me he got his appointment from the Lieutenant Governor in January in Boston. It obviously was to be kept secret for 8 months for Shauna O'Connell. I stated at the hearing to Mayor Hoye that I wish we could take lie detector tests and it would show the truth. How could I make this up? The month, the place, the time, 8 months ago, when he was told he was chosen for register of probate. You know, the governor didn't have to make this appointment. He could have kept that acting register of probate in the job for another year. He doesn't want to run for office. The governor could have let the acting register of probate finish out the year. The governor would have let the voters decide next year on the ballot who they wanted for register of probate. Mayor Hoye will have the benefit of being the register of probate for 1 year. He will be looked at as the incumbent by the voters, even though it will not be on the ballot. In these times of public scrutiny, of collusion, and influence on elections, the people of Taunton sadly have watched and seen the troubling timing of events and the facts unfolding. They feel betrayed, and rightfully so. I cannot, within my conscience, representing the citizens of Massachusetts, vote for Thomas Hoye for registry of probate because of all the backroom dealing he was part of. His false statements to the public in order to secure this position, his false statements to me at his hearing. I assure the public that Thomas Hoye will be confirmed by vote of this council. I take no joy in voting no. As I always say, it is not always popular to do the right thing. But today, I will be doing the right thing. I will be voting no. Respectfully submitted, Marilyn and Petito Devaney. Thank you for your time.
I don't know where to begin, because the council stands up and says you can't make this stuff up, and yet she made most of that up. You can look at the videos. I never stood up and asked for a roll call vote for the councilor. I brought it up for discussion and asked whether or not we would have a hearing. Because in fact, the same exact statute that addresses this process addresses district attorneys. And when the governor's office, who won the election and gets to make the nominations they want to make, nominated Tom Quinn to be the district attorney, we did not have a hearing. Same exact statute. So I stood up and asked the councilors whether or not we should have a hearing. That's what actually happened. The other things, I mean, there are so many misstatements, but talked about that she thinks it was a setup and the mayor was part of this for Shauna O'Connell. The counselor asked about a $500 donation that Tom Hoye's wife gave to him. Do you know who she gave money to? Sean O'Connell's opponent, Estelle Borges, who is now on the ballot running against Sean O'Connell. The fact of the matter is that Tom Hoye did not have anything to say about when or if he was going to get nominated. He was called on the Friday before the Monday when the papers were due. He was asked previously if he would be interested. He said he would be interested. He has a wife, he has a family, he has to be concerned about his own livelihood. He's taking a big risk here. He's taking a job, if he gets confirmed today, for 1 year. If he doesn't get reelected, he's out of a job. He's not the mayor of Taunton. And I did not read every single word of 20 letters that were submitted. I read 1, 2, or 3 sentences out of each letter. That's on video, that's on the record. There were outstanding letters from mayors, from police, the police chief, the fire chief, from attorneys, from people that Tom Hoye's dealt with. People in the opiate addiction process and system that said he's unparalleled for his work against fighting opiate addiction. He's actually formed a model that's used across the nation now. One of the first mayors to speak against it. Elections do have consequences. The governor's office could nominate whoever they wanted to. It's up to us to say yes or no, whether that person is qualified. That's our only job here. I'm glad that the governor decided to give it to Tom Hoye. I know Tom Hoye. He lives and works in my district, Bristol County. We're happy to have the stability of Tom Hoye. We're thrilled. I get lots of calls. Thrilled to have his managerial skills transfer over to the Register of Probate for 1 year. And then the good people of Bristol County can decide whether or not he should have the job for 6 years following that. There are, again, four candidates on the ballot for mayor of Taunton. So whatever process, might have looked, and I agree that it probably didn't look good to some extent. But the bottom line is now there are now 4 candidates for the mayor of Taunton. People choose between Democrats, Independents, and a Republican on that day they go up to Taunton. In the meantime, our one and only job is to decide whether or not Tom Hoye is a qualified individual to fill the role of Register of Probate. Thank you.
Move the question.
There's a motion.
Second, move the question.
There's a motion.
Point of information about the district attorney's office.
Second.
Say that.
There's a
I
motion.
I move the
I
question.
spent 2 weeks on this to find out. The district, in 1968, the SJC made the decision that the district attorney or the sheriff does not come before the governor's council, but the registry of probate does. I spent 2 weeks on that.
There's a motion.
Thank you.
There's a second. We may commence.
Go ahead.
Questions moved. Seconded.
Would you vote on the motion to move the question? Then decide if somebody's going to show up.
There's a motion and a second.
Thought we all had a chance to speak.
I thought you would have.
There's some
been
reason
happy
why we
have
have to
you
shut
speak,
off
but
the
there's a
debate
motion
to
and a
protect
second.
this mayor of
To-
Taunton.
There's a motion and a second. All in favor?
I oppose. I'd like to speak.
Please note that the vote on that motion is, we may commence.
Council Curley,
Yes.
Council Ferrari,
Yes.
Council Tewksbury,
I cannot and will not vote for the action of this mayor to show himself to be lacking character and honesty. He sat in that chair and lied to every council sitting here over and over again. The scheme he was involved in, he got $30,000 for. He should never be sitting in the position in our courts he's been nominated to. He lacks the integrity for that position. I cannot and will not be a party to the scheme put him in that.
Okay, please continue.
Council Devine,
No.
Council Duff,
Yes.
Council Kennedy.
Yes.
Thank you. We also have another candidate that requires for call attention, and that's your jurisdiction, Council Kennedy, for motion recorded by consent, the appointment of William M. White Jr. to the position of Associate Justice of the Superior.
Fantastic nominee, and I make that motion.
Second.
As a motion, and a
Second.
second.
This is one of the most outstanding people that have come before me in 20 years. can't even count how many cases he's had in Superior Court, hundreds. And yet we had, I'll say his name, Salim Jabid, 6 cases in the Superior Court. And this council voted while we were interviewing him, which is against all kind of protocol. But this man he has all the experience in criminal and civil. And you know what I look for? Empathy and compassion. And this man has it. And I'm so glad he got through. He has been rejected once. I thanked him for reapplying, because sometimes political people jump the line, and he got through. And I want to say, he is replacing Judge Inge. That was one of my proudest votes too. And I wish him all well and good health in his retirement. But I have to speak for this nominee, just outstanding. We need him on the Superior Court.
Would anyone else like to speak?
I would, one of the finest lawyers I've ever met was Willie Davis, passed away 4 months ago. And he took Willie Davis' spot. Mr. White. Very proud that both are nominated. Best.
We have a motion and a second.
Council Pereira,
Yes.
Council Jaluga,
Yes.
Council Devine,
Yes.
Council Duff,
Yes.
Council Kennedy,
Yes.
Council Rowland.
Yes.
We have a new nomination today. We are pleased to announce the nomination of Jennie L. Caissie to the position of County Magistrate of the Dudley District. You will notice that she is not present today. She has decided that since she is nominated, it would not be appropriate for her to physically be here. And she's also asked me to inform you that if confirmed, she will submit her resignation to the council.
At this time, obviously, she can't cover her own hearing. So I think that it's appropriate that we have nominations from the floor. I'd like to nominate Councilor Duff to be the one to chair that hearing.
Second.
There's a nomination to chair the hearing of Jennie L. Caissie, and that's been seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Say aye.
Governor,
Opposed? Say
before the vote, I think we should take all the suggestions. This is a very unusual situation. We have a city councilor that is going to be up before us, and obviously she can't preside over her own district council, but she'd be her own. Councilor Jubenville brought up a great idea in fairness. He said that we should put the 7 names of the councilors in a hat and have Valerie in our office pick one, and that should be the chair. And I think that it would be the honest, fair way to do it, because I thought, gee, that's a great idea. And I know he mentioned it to Councilor Kennedy and Councilor Ionella and myself, and I said, we can't do it any fairer way than that. And so that's what I'm saying, that I think that should be entered in as a vote for this council to consider. I know that Councilor Kennedy agreed it was great. Chris Ionella did. So that's 4 of us for staff.
There's been a motion
I'm
and a
motion to
second,
move that question.
and there's a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye. I thought we just voted.
Aye.
Aye. All those opposed? Not voting. There's 1 abstention.
So
Thank you
So
for,
that means I'm chair.
so I'm,
You're in charge.
so that.
There is no, there is a
You
little
are now-
irony here that the most liberal member of the council is going to be overseeing the hearing for probably the most conservative member. I don't want any, that is ironic. I don't think we have anything next week. Let's do 10 o'clock next week.
Okay, so that would be the 18th.
can we go out 2 weeks?
Uh,
I like to do my due diligence. We asked the nominee to fill out the questionnaire 8 days before, and it's only about 6 days. So I'm asking respect for that, to go out 2 weeks, and so that we have the time to have the nominee submit the completed questionnaire for the council in 8 days ahead. We're not giving 8 days.
Well, we've received the questionnaire.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but there are no
Okay, you are correct, there are no rules, because I tried to get rules, and you tried to get rules, and we tried to get rules, and people didn't want rules. However, we did just receive a packet with this information, and we do have a questionnaire in there already, so I don't really see, and frankly, I don't see the reason to prolong it. I know it won't interfere with your other job, so let's just get this done. Now, you asked for 11, I'll compromise it to 10:30.
Okay, so the 18th of September at 10:30.
I know you have the longest commute.
Will be the hearing, the 10:30 and the 10:30, the only hearing on that day. And thank you, Councilor Duff, for agreeing to chair. That will conclude our business today. Thank you.
Okay, we're gonna go right back into the hearing.